your potential customers at ZIZ with ZIZ Radio, ZIZ Television, Big Wave, and our online platforms. We provide advertising solutions that work. Call us 465-2621 and get results.
At Nature's Discount, the herbal store on 4th Street, we provide herbal supplements for all your needs. Blood sugar, blood pressure, prostate, liver, heart, kidney, and more. Oils, pure herbal teas, wholesome vitamins, healthy foods, alkaline water, bodybuilding supplements, weight loss and sexual health supplements, even hair and body care products. We support the natural health of the whole family. Get healthy naturally. Call us at 662-5447. Like us on Facebook. Nature's Discount Nutrition Center. Your get healthy, feel wealthy people.
What time is it?
It's winning time with Pick 4. Win over $40,000 around the clock with Pick 4. It's the easiest pick in town. And with 4 draws daily, you get more chances to win over $40,000 with a wager over $10.
What time is it?
It's winning time with Pick 4 from the Caribbean Lottery. Get your tickets today.
Attention all drivers, I'm begging you to slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, down. Too many stunt drivers on the road, man.
All right, 29 minutes, moving up to the hour of 9 o'clock. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. All right, in the studio with me this morning, I have Sergeant Brown. Good morning to you, sir.
Hey, good morning, GQ. Good morning to you.
And if you're a regular of the show, you know that he's no stranger to our program. He's one of the rotating officers who appears now and again. So I guess this is your turn now.
Yes, my friend. Good morning to you out there in Radio Land, and it's good to be here once more. It's been quite a while I haven't been here on your show, GQ.
Yeah, man.
But
welcome, man, welcome. I should say welcome back.
Welcome back. Thanks for the welcome. And this morning, as was mentioned, my name is Sergeant Brown, and I'm here to continue with our program on the Traffic Talk, which is aired every Wednesday morning, right here on the radio ZIZ, 8:30 in the morning. And this morning, I want to share with you the general public, some safety traffic tips, which I feel that you would feel as well that are very useful in order for us to minimize the amount of traffic incidents, as some person may put it, on our streets that we face, we come up on a daily basis. So just bear with me, and I'll go through a number of these safety traffic tips. But before I go into them, I would just want to read to you this. If for some reason that you want to increase your chances of staying safe on the road, you review these 20 tips that are for driving. No matter how skilled of a driver you are, it's a good idea to reflect on the basics of traffic safety from time to time, to make sure that you are being careful enough to keep yourself and other drivers and pedestrians as safe as possible. Safety is something that drivers should keep in mind at all times. Not sometimes, but all times. After all, when you are operating a motorized vehicle, you have a responsibility to do your part to keep the roadway safe for yourself, other drivers, passengers, and others who may be affected by traffic accidents. And I go into the tips. 1, you must always stay alert. Actively pay attention to your actions and those of the drivers around you when you are driving. Number 2, Avoid assumptions. Don't make the mistake of assuming that other drivers are going to do or what you think they should do. Number 3, use turn signals. While you can't depend on others always signaling their intentions when driving, you can certainly control whether or not they have realistic expectations for your actions. Always use your turn signal in advance of making a lane change or when you are turning. Number 4, buckle up. Wearing your seatbelt is an essential safety tip for all drivers. Not only are you more likely to get injured in an accident if you aren't wearing a seatbelt, but you can also be fined for failing to do so. Yes. Number 5, you must always follow traffic signals. Pay close attention to and obey stop signs and traffic lights. Number 6, respect yellow lights. Remember that the intent of a yellow light is to notify all drivers to slow down and prepare to stop. A yellow traffic signal should not be viewed as a sign to step on the gas to rush through an intersection before the light turns red. Number 7, come to a complete stop. When you see a stop sign or a red light, it's important to bring your vehicle to a complete stop even if you think no other vehicles are coming. Number 8, do not text and drive. It is never acceptable to send text messages when operating a motor vehicle. Number 9, obey speed limits. When driving, it's important to stick to the posted speed limit at all times. The restrictions placed on vehicle speed are not established arbitrarily. Rather, they are carefully selected to maximize safety for drivers and for individuals in the homes, businesses, and other organizations in the areas where roadways are located. Number 10, make adjustments for weather. When the weather is less than perfect, such as when we are facing rainy conditions, use extra precautions when driving and follow guidelines for staying safe in the particular situation that you are facing. Number 11, exercise patience, and this is very important. All of them are important, but this one is very important. Many accidents are caused by impatient drivers who are rushing to get from point A to point B. Yeah. While time is certainly a valid consideration when traveling, safety is even more important. After all, if you are involved in an accident, you'll certainly experience more of a challenge arriving at your destination on time than if you simply exhibit some patience while you are driving. Number 12, be predictable. Don't make sudden stops or lane changes. Instead, take care to ensure that other drivers are likely to be able to predict your actions to maximize safety. Number 14. 14, yes. Yeah. Yield right of way. When other drivers have the right of way, be sure to yield to them. Also, don't make the mistake of assuming that everyone else will yield to you when they should. Regardless of who has the right to go, yield if it seems that the other driver may not be observing standard practices for yielding. Number 15, know where you are going. Plan your travel route ahead of time so that you aren't struggling to figure out where to go while you are operating your vehicle. Number 16, respect stopped vehicles. When passing vehicles that are stopped on the side of the road, move over to get out of the way if the way is clear for you to change your lane. If changing lanes is not possible, slow down while passing this stopped vehicle. Number 17. Avoid distractions. Sending text messages isn't the only dangerous distraction that drivers need to avoid while operating a vehicle. Changing CDs, using your cell phones, eating and interacting with passengers are just a few examples of the types of distractions that you should take care to avoid when you're driving. Number 18, use your headlights when needed. Headlights aren't just necessary at night. When you are driving in the rain, turning on your headlights can play an important role in keeping you and those around you safe on the road. Number 19, share 19? Yeah. 19. Share the road. Remember that you are not the only driver on the road. An important safety tip that everyone needs to follow is the need to share the road with others graciously, recognizing that all drivers deserve to be treated with respect. Number 20, proper vehicle maintenance. Take care to ensure that your automobile stays in good working condition. This includes keeping fluids topped up, performing scheduled engine maintenance, making certain tires have plenty of air, and ensuring that the vehicle's exterior lights are functional at all times. And one final note I would add is that never drive under the influence.
Thank you so much for those tips. I'm listening to them. Timely.
And very important. They might sound simple, but they're very, very, very important. And we feel that if we were to pay attention to these traffic safety tips, I believe we can minimize the amount of traffic accidents that we face on a daily basis, weekly basis.
Yes. He also says to me that you guys paying attention because I remember one of the officers, constable, was here with Sergeant Damery, and some of the tips that I'm hearing there, I heard her made mention of, and some of the callers call in and made suggestions in terms of, like, for example, the one with the phone. I remember a caller called in and he said, you ain't only phone to distract people, you know. You got other things that distract people while you're driving as well. So I heard you made mention of that as well. So says to me, you guys are paying attention to what's happening here in the Federation. What we're going to do, though, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back. We're going to open the lines, 465-2555, and get your input this morning, your suggestions, your questions, even your recommendations. We'll be back right after these messages.
Did you know that National Bank offers very favorable terms and low interest rate to switch your home mortgage? Our in-house legal department will process your mortgage in a jiffy and free of cost. Switch your home mortgage now and get a peace of mind knowing that we are here for you. National Bank, always here.
Free loans for your every need. Cards have you covered, best believe.
Are the kids headed back to school and you need money now? Call Quartz Ready Cash and get money in your bank account in as little as 24 hours with our back to school promotion. There's absolutely no deposit required. All you need is a government ID, a utility bill, your payslip, and a job letter. It's that easy and hassle-free. Plus, if you apply today, you can take advantage of our reduced interest rates and pay nothing for 60 days. Call us today at 466-1640 or visit us online at www.readyfinancecaribbean.com and let us help you get the funds you need for back to school. Conditions apply.
We got it all, we on the go. Quartz Ready Cash, you already know.
Quartz Ready Cash. Ready when you are.
Okay, welcome back. The lines are now open, 465-2555. That's 2555. We'll take your calls now. All right, so let's take, you pick one, line 1 or line 3? Line 1 or line 3? We got 2 now. Line 1, 2, and 3. I'll pick 2. Okay, we lost 2. Let's try 3. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
Jacob,
Yes, man.
I give last week I told everybody, my place get last year, so nobody come and see about it in George Street, Trini, Newtown.
Oh, for real?
Nobody come and the police ain't come and you have a camera there to show who break down my shop door.
All right, Chini, what I'm going to do, right, Chini, as soon as the program is over, I'm making a note of this right now. I'm going to get in touch.
Yeah, because somebody had to pay for my place.
I hear Trini. All right, Trini.
Right.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome, man. Good morning, you live.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, morning, man.
Sorry. I went to turn up. Mr. JQ and Sergeant Brown.
Yes, man.
Good morning, man.
Sergeant Brown, I believe you know this voice.
Of course I do.
So I'm calling to remind you about the low limb of that mahogany tree at the Challengers Community Center. And also, we like to see a pull-off because it'll give a backup of traffic at mornings and afternoons. And also, I'm asking that you all put some cross marks across the road up in Challengers Village, about 3 of them, because when people traveling, most of the people live on the northern side, as you know, and when they're traveling towards Old Road, they have to come over on the other side. They have to cross over. And even school children going that way. Going Waterhouse High, they got to cross over. And people that fly through are using the figurative word, fly through the village around this time. I don't know why. What's how the road goes? They got a better surface now. So I've been telling you for a long time, you and others, I reminded you many times, and I'm reminding again. But Mr. Gilbert said you look into this thing with the tree. So you all could collaborate, man, and get the thing done. Because two big vehicles passing, they can, when they say one got to stop, you know. The one going to Basti got to stop. Anyway, have a good day.
Yeah, you too, caller. Thank you very much. As that caller would have rightfully said, we have been speaking about the tree there in Challengers, though at the Bloody Point area. You have been speaking to me on many occasions, and I would have promised him that I would have speak to someone who would be in a position to look into it and deal with it. And as he mentioned, he mentioned that he spoke to Mr. Gilbert from the senior officer at the Public Works Department, and what I can do, caller, is that I can give him a reminder, Mr. Gilbert, that is, and see how soon and how best that problem there, because it definitely is a problem. See how best it can be looked into and be dealt with. So thank you very much, caller, for that reminder.
All right, let's go back to the phone line. Line 3, good morning, you're live.
Good morning, Brother JQ.
Hey, good morning, man.
And good morning to me, good neighbor, the Sergeant Brown.
Good morning, sir.
Challengers Boys West Farm, you know, Trinity.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Now, Sergeant Brown.
Yes, sir.
I have a concern. And my concern are these motorbikes. And you with your car, your bus, or your private vehicle on the road doing your business, I got a concern with them. And these pedal bikes too. Now, I was going on Saturday. I was either Saturday or Friday. And no, Saturday. You know the bus them got to go straight across Fort Thomas Road and go down College Street, but because you know they go the Black Harbor by the market.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Now a pedal bike coming down. I'm riding Whaler bus, Whaler. A pedal bike coming down. I almost ran into the man bus. When I was supposed to ride down Market Street. And the lady said that I'll stop and wait till the police come. I don't know why I don't know what to do. I'll stop and wait till the police come. Because these men is doing a lot of ignorance on this bike. Especially these 4-wheel bike and these 2-wheel motorbike. Doing a lot of ignorance. And when these guys get in collide with them now and they end up dead, these men license them take away. Because
are ignorant. That one ignorant. Not who's driving the car or driving the bus ignorant. Them ignorant, they don't take away license off. You don't want to job 4 times. And that is bad. These things are looking very serious because these guys are doing a lot of stupidness. Especially on this 4-wheel bike. And you know, the 4-wheel bike is better than the 2-wheel bike, you know. All right, I'm listening to that there.
All right, man. Thanks for your call.
Yeah, thank you very much, caller.
You want to respond?
Yeah, I just want to say that I'm glad that there wasn't a collision between the pedal bike and the passenger bus. I'm glad that there wasn't any, because who knows, there could have been serious injuries there that could have happened. So, But still, we want to appeal to all road users, best pedal bike person, those persons who ride those pedal bikes, everyone, as long as you're using the road, we want you to pay attention and obey all traffic signs and guidelines. So please, it's very important. We won't want anyone to be injured. So I just want to respond in that way.
Line 1, good morning. Yes, good morning, Line 1, you're live. Hey.
Good morning, officers.
Hey, good morning. Morning, how are you?
Mr. Politics, must you just come? Because we've been complaining about the behavior of these fellas on these two-wheel bike with front wheel up in the ear. And like you said, them 4-wheel bikes. None of them got on the helmet. Absolutely none. And I will take the chance or the liberty and say that no police ever summoned them for doing shopping on these 4-wheel bike on the road with a wheel up, front wheel up in the ear and helmet. I will take that liberty because we've been talking so long. And if they were following the law, we would not have been talking now.
Carlo, if I may, I wanted this.
Hold on. Let
me. Okay, I will. I'll hold on. Sorry.
And next thing again, a lot of what you call tragic driving on the road. You can't believe them. They went for a driver's test to get a license. Sometimes we wonder where they get the license, and they're causing a lot of accident with a can't drive ability, and then they want to put the blame on people who could drive. So I want to say now that I think the traffic department should have a retest, a re-road test when certain people come to drive. Come to renew their license. That is my suggestion, but I know it ain't going to happen because we've been suggesting a lot of things for years and nothing been taking place. Anyway, you go ahead and talk, Mr. Rowan. I'm going to listen.
Yes, sir. Yeah, first, I would want to respectfully disagree with you when you say in your opening statement that you'll take the liberty.
You hear that, the liberty?
To say that the police don't do nothing. On a weekly basis, there are a number of persons being brought before the court as it relates to the riding of helmets. So please, I would want to respectfully disagree with you.
Yeah, but why do you think continuing?
But you see, we are not going to see, and we are not going to catch everyone at the same time.
Listen.
So when we do come upon these persons, we ticket them, and if they fail to pay the tickets, they'll be taken before the court, and they'll be heavily fined. So I would just want to respond to that suggestion.
Anyway, I'll hang up. Something wrong.
What's that?
He said something is wrong.
Something is wrong?
Yeah, something is wrong. In other words, what he's saying that even though you're saying that you guys are ticketing individuals on a weekly basis, he's saying he's not seeing the results of that. He's still seeing people breaking the law.
Okay, what I can do though, maybe some in the future, is to bring the stats as it relates to the helmets, those motorcycles, persons who are.
I will say this quickly though, before you continue. I've heard that before, but from what I'm seeing, from what I have seen being here in this position, individuals with particular cases still seeing those cases. But from what I've gathered from you guys off here, when you call to get information from them, they're reluctant to say who these persons are. So, for example, X might call and say, I see John doing this all the time. But when you ask for John's name, they're not giving you the name. So I'm seeing people calling in about specific cases, but not being forthcoming to give the information. That's what I'm seeing.
Okay.
Let's go back to the Fort lines. Good morning, line 2.
Yeah, GQ.
Yes, man.
Everything culture say culture, right? The traffic need now
that when the license expires and they go back to Inland Revenue they need to put them on a driving test. I'm not a driver, and a lot of them can drive better than me. And they're causing problems. People driving up there, they can't even reverse in a space. They cannot even reverse. And the latter bad word they give you, when you tell them, man, what you doing? You're blocking the traffic. It's terrible. All the culture says he's right. He's right. And Mr. Brown, with no disrespect, we on the road, we are going on. People coming every day telling I things and I am putting nothing in place. That's how I look at it, like culture. Years ago, these guys put themselves in position, you know. They had a media where they could hear things like IO. They put themselves in, you know, guys, right now, attempt me to go right down the Victoria Square, and you will see the amount of bills and the traffic department make money. Just put a tent on the green. I will prepare it. And the green, went by Circus Grill. And you will see the amount of views in the day and in the night. Rose need help. God bless the young girl there. She needs help and nobody gonna do nothing. Because anytime they try to disrespect and hit her again, jam them gonna come in once in a row. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, but Jiku, what I must say though, when persons are learning to drive, when they come up to the traffic department to go on the road for a test, they are so obedient. They're so, I mean, you cannot believe that these persons, when they do end up get their license, these same persons go out there and, I mean, you cannot believe that that's the same person who last week, when they came for their test, was so obedient, was so respectful to the officer and the instructor and the examining officer. But now, I got my license now, and it's like everything is what they were taught, what they learned, everything gone through the window. And those are the ones that really do cause a lot of problems. So I'm not certain about the retesting as the two callers. I don't know how far that can go, that will go. I don't know if that's possible, but still nothing is impossible for like as I say, retest. But everything could be placed on the table to see what can be done. So,
all right, we have 5 more minutes and 3 more calls. Let's see how much we can get in. All right, let's start with line 3. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, what I think the officer, maybe the department need to do is to work on a ticket basis. Whenever certain offense been happening over and over to one individual, they have points so they can keep more on top of them.
Yeah, that's very good. Yeah.
Another one, I have a concern with these busmen. Sometimes stay in the road like for make changes. That need to rectify. Another last concern would be, I would like to ask, what time of the year, what time your lights have to go on? I find that sometimes it's really dark and some drivers are actually driving without even turn on the ignition light. So maybe you can give the time period of this time of the year, what time the lights should be on, and then everything will be much better. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, caller.
Before you stick a pin, I'll ask you to respond afterwards. Let's take these last 2 calls. Line 2, you're live.
Yes, Mr. Brown, call back again. I'm surprised the answer you made when somebody mentioned something about points. Listen, a long time ago in the U.S., if you commit a lot of misdemeanor with driving, traffic offenses, they have a record everybody, you all got all your license, and points are taken away from your license. And when you reach a certain, when a certain percentage is arrived at, they compel you to go back to driving school. And it's something like that you all need to prepare something and send it, let the government set it up. If they got to make amendment to where the traffic codes or laws are. That's something easy to do. And you got computers nowadays. A long time when that happening in the States, and when I know of it, I say, well, that's a wonderful thing because you could keep people in check. Have a good day.
Yeah, thank you. You too have
All
a
right.
good day.
Well, we had a repeat call, so let's try this one and hope it's not a repeat call. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hi.
Yeah. I want to ask the officer a question concerning the parking between the gas station and Kayan Street and College Street Gut. Because persons who are parking like in front of the cable, in front of the church there, are causing drivers to create a third lane. And I think that they should be removed. No parking at all is supposed to be on the main road, because when the road was being we paved just recently, they did not create a third lane. So I don't understand why they continue to allow parking on top this side of that main road. Ask the officer, I'm asking you, when are you going to address that? No parking between the gas station and the church. Because I look at the accident that happened recently, where I think it was 3 vehicles, because after people pass the traffic light, they just slow down to either pick up people or to drop off people between the doctor's office and where the old floor building was. People continue to doing it, and I saw something like that is what happened that caused those collisions just recently. The 3 vehicle accident that happened just recently. So you all need to look at that situation.
All right, man.
Yes, thank you very much.
All right, we'll take our last call. Let's try line 2. Good morning.
Yeah, well, good morning again. How much cycle fatality we got for the year?
Say that again?
And how much cycle fatality we got for the year?
How much?
Cycle fatality?
Yeah, cycle, motorbike. About 5 or 6 of them, sure.
I can't give the exact amount right now, caller.
And you see, then these people got parents too. And Mr. Lynch was just always there. When they take them to the court, they take them to the court. They go ahead because someone themselves. And that is just what happening. People can feel bad because someone that on a circle that can do ignorance. They come remember to feel bad. But sometimes that since then want to hear about the law, they hear big spoon to me. You know what to say. All right.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll make that whole last call. Our newscast is not ready yet, so I'll let you respond.
Yeah, with the last caller, off the top of my head, caller asked about how many fatalities as it relates to cycles. Off the top of my head, I can think about 3 for the year. About 3 I can think about just off the top of my head at this moment. But I think one of the caller might have misunderstood what I was saying. As I was responding to a caller who at least advancing his point about some point we should be starting to look into point. I was in agreement with that caller, so I was not in any disagreement at all. So I think that you might have understood what I was exactly saying. I was in total agreement with that. There was a caller who would have mentioned about the parking between the gas station there on Karen Street and the Anglican Church or College Street got in that area. What is in place at the moment? There are some yellow marks on certain sides in certain areas, and also there are some areas where we allow persons to park their vehicle. But I mean, it can be looked into to see whether or not the entire area could be blocked out as to minimize the congestion, the accident that we experienced in that area. So, caller, that can be looked into. And also, one caller asks as to the exact timing when lights should go on. What I know is that it's in play. What we go by is that half an hour before sunset and half an hour after sunrise is when. Am I saying it right? Half an hour after sunset is when the lights typically is advised to your vehicle's headlamps to go on. Half an hour before, after sunset, after the certain has already set. So that is what is there as I know it, caller. So, yeah.
Okay, man. Well, thank you for being here this morning, Sergeant Brown. And
yeah, it was a pleasure, Mr. Liebert.
thank you, sir.
Yes,
And I'll see you next week.
Definitely, God's spear.
Yes.
I'll be here in the hot seat again. So, until we meet again, callers, listeners, stay safe. Drive not just for you alone, drive for other road users. So, be good to yourself and others. Thank you.
Oh, and before you go, a caller was suggesting that in front of Singer, old Singer building, they're on Kearn Street, the pedestrian crossing needs to be repainted.
I think that might pose a problem because as I realize the lights.
Oh, so that's why it's been removed.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I think. It was removed because we wouldn't want to have any the crossing that will be in conjunction with the stoplight. So I think that's the reason why it was removed.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
So.
All right. Thank you for that, man.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Inconsiderate driving. This nonsense need to stop. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
Are you looking for a place that provides skilled nursing care and rehabilitation services to people with special needs, illnesses, injuries, or functional disabilities?